Give you some more Deep State Debriefing. And this is actually a follow-up to something I recorded a couple weeks ago about Texas and the redistricting, the gerrymandering, how they're trying to get more House seats for Republicans to strengthen the Republican majority in Congress. And that's still going on. They've come out with their new plan. Democrats came back to Texas last week, and they did pass it, and it has gone the Republicans' way. So it looks like they're going to have probably 5 more seats in the next Congress that'll be Republican that pushes out Democrats. As I mentioned at the time, California, New York, a few other states were looking at doing the same thing. So this week, California took action. Governor Gavin Newsom brought in the state assembly to vote on a new redistricting plan for California that he believes will add 5 more Democrat seats. So they're simply going to negate the seats that Texas picked up, so we'd still have the same balance of power in the Congress. What bothers me about that is that you've got, I mentioned before, that there is a nonpartisan commission that's been over 20 years in California. Arnold Schwarzenegger pushed this idea through when he was the governor. So we need to quit these little political squabbles and have a commission. The voters voted for it. Have an amendment to California's constitution that says there's a nonpartisan commission that redistricts, reassigns based on the census population every 10 years, as is supposed to happen. But Gavin Newsom needs to affect the next election, so he and the state assembly just voted, came with the new map. So now they're trying to collect signatures to put this on a ballot measure in November in California so people can vote to repeal the amendment to allow the elected legislators to come up with their own partisan plan and implement this that would allow 5 more Democrat seats. So they're playing the same exact game as Republicans are doing in Texas. So again, if you know me, I'm trying to be nonpartisan. I'm giving you the facts. I beat up the Texas legislature for throwing out the rules and the law and the traditions for a short-term gain for 2026. Doing the same thing on the Democrats because they're doing that. Why do you have to go through and repeal amendments to your state constitution? Because it'll help you next year. That's what bothers me. These things are set up just to help you next year. It's short-term. And part of it is Gavin Newsom is pretty much all but declared he's running for president in 2028. So everybody knows that's coming. So he needs more Democrat support. He needs more wins. So he's getting a national presence. And people think that, no, he's not running for president. Well, why has the governor of California gone and done campaign rallies in South Carolina and Florida this year? Voters in South Carolina and Florida can't vote for the governor of California. But he went and did campaigns there because he's trying to run for national office. And this improves his profile. And when he gets more people into the Congress that gets maybe possibly a Democrat majority, because it's all up in the air, then he's got more friends that own favors. That's why he's doing this. But if you want to be elected and have control, choose the issues that matter most to your constituents. Campaign on those. And then when you're elected, you want to be reelected, you had to fulfill those promises. That's it. People have hope for you for the things you say is important and you're going to do. If you do them, you can be reelected. You don't have to cheat and break the rules to be reelected because you didn't do what you said you were going to do. Imagine that. If that was a strategy, do what we promised the voters we would do, instead of putting time and effort and money into repealing parts of the Constitution. That's your update for today. Thank you.